Hi again, everyone. We're back with more Crusader Kings 3. I'm Baron Quadruple 7, and today we're going to be continuing our campaign with the Croatian Kingdom. And I realized over the course of considering listening to my older videos, first of all, you couldn't hear me very well, right? If anyone watched those who's watching this now, my microphone quality was pretty bad. And as I'm recording this, hopefully it's better now. I'm speaking a lot closer into the mic, so I realized that hope that would probably improve sound quality, right? And second of all, that I sound very drab, not very funny, not very engaging, not very interesting a lot of the times when I'm speaking. I guess that's just because I'm concentrating on the game. So I'm gonna try to be a bit more conversational and a bit more engaging with you guys. And like I said in the first video, I really want you all to have fun, have a great time watching, even if it's just one or two or three people that pick up this series and stick with it. That would make me really happy, and I'm having fun playing with you guys. I haven't made a video in a few days because I've been very busy. Listening to my voice. I also realized two things. First of all, I say a lot and in a very annoying way, so you'll have to forgive me. And then second of all, that I sound so young, right? So immature. Young, not in a good way, not in a youthful way either. I sound really annoying. And I'm sorry about that. But that's just the way I sound. But I'll try to make I'll try to be at the very least somewhat entertaining to make up for it. And I realize the frame rate isn't that good. Either this is just going over all the issues I've had in the past 3 videos. I realize the frame rate isn't very good. So I've adjusted some settings a little bit to try to improve that by a moderate amount. I saw some improvement in my test games, but overall, it's very fast when I'm not recording, and it slows down substantially when I do. So, but I'm gonna continue to try to tweak it for you guys, get you the best experience possible with this. But that's enough of me talking. All right, spend too much time just staring at this little menu screen here. Let's resume because we have a very exciting episode ahead of us. So last time we found out that no longer is this guy who defeated us in our very first war, the Duke of Duklja, no longer is he allied to the Prince of Hungary, because Hungary, guess what? It no longer exists as an independent kingdom. It got conquered totally and completely by the Holy Roman Empire, which is really good for us. We helped out. See? We helped out. And we can now actually kickstart this playthrough because we haven't done all that much in the past 3 episodes, right? I've just sat here developing, and nothing of substance has really been accomplished, I feel like. Although, we've cowed some of the vassals into submission. We did win a war, and we did accumulate a bit of gold, so that's great. But this game gets a bit boring if you don't take action as the character from time to time. You wait for other people. If you wait for other people to take action for you, then just like with anything, you're not going to get very far. We have to take risks. We have to do something. Speaking of risks here, this guy is 62, right? Not going to hang on for very much longer. And even if he does hang on for the duration of this war, I'm pretty confident we can take him. Now look at our levies. We actually have a pretty substantial force. 4,000 people or so the tooltip says. That doesn't mean it's actually 4,000 people. The game might just hover around 3,900, 3,800 or something. Like I said this in the first episode, somewhat blind. Somewhat blind. I'm still learning. I'm not someone who has uh 72 hours in this thing, who spent all day playing it. I've done a few test games alongside, but this is my main one. And we've and I feel pretty successful because our kingdom hasn't collapsed yet. So I'm proud about that. And hopefully without completely destroying our military and economy, we can actually grow. That's what I'm looking forward to right now. Can we disband? Unlike in Crusader Kings 2, you don't necessarily have to march your army all the way back to your territory to disband. After wars, the game will usually let you do it without penalty. But at other times it will be like, oh, you have to wait 10 months for them to get back to your territory. It's like, okay, that's great. But we do have to wait at least a little bit for our military to recover. So that's gonna suck for a little while. Nada, she's not our heir, not anymore. She was, but she needs a guardian. And I don't know if I realized this last episode or not. I remember realizing that I didn't know this in the first few episodes, that there's an education this is the education button, which you can press to change focuses for heirs, or for children, not just heirs. So I had just been letting her do her own thing, really, and not knowing how she was going to turn out, because the game doesn't explain this at all. You just have to figure it out for yourself. The tutorial doesn't explain the education at all. There's a lot of things it doesn't explain. I'm not trying to be overly critical of it, but there's a lot of features that I've had to figure out, and this is one of them. So she doesn't have a guardian, and ideally we want to pick someone with great military skill, or at least decent military skill. So what I like to do is, our counselor is incompetent. Our marshal is incompetent. So I don't want to send our daughter to him, but I can sort by martial skill and try to find someone who is actually decent. So it looks like this guy is the best we have, and he's craven too. Maybe we can find our the mayor looks slightly better. So I'm gonna see if I can't offer him our daughter to educate. And great. So congratulations, new teacher. At 14, I'm sure she'll spend some time getting adjusted. And we will spend some time just sitting here. Here's something else I noticed. The stress bar, not explained very well. So this red is the build-up towards a mental break, which I experienced in a test game, which it will usually let you pick a trait that will help you relieve stress, or it'll just let you accumulate more stress with the potential of another mental break. And I've never gotten to level 2, or at least I don't think I have. So I imagine the consequences, the choices in a level 2 mental break would be more severe, and then maybe 3 would be death. And I've been ignoring, I haven't known what these were, I've been ignoring these little diplomacy tooltips too. And we should have some prisoners from a war in Hungary that we can sell. Like this guy, this little kid. We can get 50 gold for him. And he can pay his own ransom, it looks like. What? Okay, I guess not. What about him? Can we Nope, apparently not. Uh, so I'm not sure what I'm gonna do with these people. Probably just leave them in the dungeon for now. So yeah. But look at this war chest we've accumulated. I might want to spend it in some way that's not even mercenaries. Let's take a look at this war. These wars. The county of Duklja is at stake. Well, what we care about right now actually is not even a county. It's, excuse me, it's not even this duchy over here. It's just this barony of Ragusa. Ragusa? So I really want to snag this. And it's a de jure duchy with one province, or excuse me, one. It's a de jure duchy with. I think this is a county. Yeah. So I talked about in the previous episode. I believe that we want to focus on getting. Who did you ally with now, bitch? I really don't care. Okay, but we still have about a year left to go before our army will have replenished. But I talked about in the previous episode that if you're a king tier, emperor tier, generally your vassals will start to get negative opinions of you if you own territory within their duchy. So you want to try to control all the territory in the duchy so you don't have to deal with that. So a one province duchy is actually perfect, and we might want to, ooh, while hosting lords and ladies from realms near and far, some opportunities to portray my archbishop. Why is my computer almost dead? Some opportunities to portray my archbishop in a good light have presented themselves. His name is Jadej. My lord, pray tell, who is the most dignified person you have heard of? And like I said, we're going to choose according to character traits. This guy is calm, he's calculating. We would absolutely be comfortable praising our archbishop at our own expense. But he has a very high opinion of us, so I might want to move on to swaying someone else. Our chancellor is not the happiest with us. He's not as satisfied as he could be, right? We want to make sure this guy thinks that we're accommodating towards him. And I believe this is the Italian who converted to Bosnian culture. The benefits of a small realm is that we can slowly begin to make this homogenous and less of an issue for us to administer, which would be difficult if we were, say, the Holy Roman Empire and like everything is a different culture than ours, and you'd never be able to convert everything entirely. So, unpause. And while we're waiting, I might as well talk about myself because I like to do that to some respect. I talked about earlier how I sound young. I am a college student, so I'm not underage or anything. And I was busy the last couple of days, so I was just overwhelmed with assignments. That's why I wasn't able to work on this, even in the midst of this pandemic that I'm sure many people watching, if not everyone watching, has had to grapple and struggle with in some form. I've been trying my best to persevere, to continue on, to try to live life. And it's been difficult at times, but it feels frustrating but normal to spend all day working and go to bed getting 4 hours of sleep because of schoolwork. It's kind of refreshing, actually, and something that just I actually really resonated with me was that I felt normal again when I was just really preoccupied and struggling with this one particular assignment, because I just haven't had to think about or consider these things to have been ordinary for some time. You know, schools have been closed for 6 months, or not closed, but remote, online school essentially. So it just feels good to regain some semblance of normalcy. And I urge everyone watching this to do their best in, in their lives with what they can, do what they can to regain some semblance of normalcy also. So our daughter has aged up, and I'm really disappointed that she only has misguided warrior because she has such high stats and base stats. So I feel like she could have really developed into something amazing, but oh well. Our son is going to be our primary heir anyway, so we don't have to worry too much about that. And our son-in-law has arrived. He is impatient, humble, diligent. He's a content gambler. So he's probably not going to bother us too much. He's check. We don't have anything to fear from him. And like I said, notice how this will stop. This says it's about 4,300 soldiers, but it will stop at a particular point. It will, like, ugh, I don't understand these numbers. They're they never seem to match up with what your actual troop potential is. I've discovered that his contract obliges him to more than you have collected. We're just gonna get a hook. And this is like a 10-year-old, right? There's no reason for us to do that to him. We're just. I'm gonna put this on speed 5 because, like, I want to go to war. I'm tired of waiting. I'm sure you are too, right? Yada yada yada. You want to see us crush the small principality. Crush its tiny, tiny body. Like we were shooting another type of video, right? Okay. I have come across a book describing how ancient monastics used trances and visions of ecstasy to commune with heaven. It seems a strange practice in our modern age, but perhaps there is something to be learned from them. I wonder what would happen if I imitate their practices. What do the texts say? So we're dealing with ancient monastics communing with heaven. I feel like this zealous dude would not do this without learning more about it, and especially what the church says about it. So we're not going to do that without reading. The more I dig into the ancient texts, the more I discover, could the mysterious practices of the ancient monastics predate even Christianity itself? I seem to have stumbled upon something remarkable. This is teaching me so much about my faith. Perhaps I should experiment a little after all. Maybe this could give us... We're in the Byzantine Empire. We're in the de jure Byzantine Empire. I'm guessing what would happen if I press this is that it will continue along a path that would allow me to convert to Hellenism. But we're we're in basically what once was Yugoslavia. We're kind of in... I wanna say the periphery, but I know that's not accurate. We're not in, like, this cradle of Hellenism. We're not in Greece, we're not in Thrace, we're not in Anatolia. So I don't see any real reason why he would be attracted, the Croatians would be especially attracted to Hellenism. So I'm just gonna take what is given here with this perk. There we go. And I think we're gonna go to war here, actually. Your neighboring Duke, he just won something too. Great. He just finished war. Okay. Well, too bad, because you might have finished, but we're not finished. We're just starting, bitch. Come on. Who did I? I don't know how whistling sounds into the microphone. Maybe I shouldn't do that. Maybe we can hum instead as we wait for these guys to march to their destination. Hmm. 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 I'm curious about our men-at-arms. Why do we have so many? I played in 1865, 1867, and there was not the ability to do this at all. Is it because we have a mustering ground in... Doesn't say why the size is so great. We have a mustering ground in the capital, is that right? Where is it? Did I upgrade there? Probably. I'm not interested at all in making this the capital. Actually, let's see. I might. Let's see. Because this is our capital now, but I'm not sure we're going to settle on it. I might consider... Does Ragusa have... I'm assuming it has 5 holding slots, right? It has 6. Construct new special building. Alright, we're gonna settle there then. That's gonna be our capital. And then... Perhaps, how many counties are in this duchy? Only 3, okay. So we can hold, Zach, Lumia, and potentially Ragusa. So I might want to get started on that fabrication of claims. So, but we don't have a reason to do that because we're just. So there go my plans, okay. Oh shit, that's a lot of soldiers. I am going to hire What's going on here? Where are all the cheap mercenaries hired? Okay, I can just hire an expensive group then. we will hire the Austrian company and bring them over here. Oh, that's not right. Shift key will allow you to set your own route. There we go. So this looks like it's gonna take a little while for us to win. And I'm sorry about the frame drop. No. I wasn't paying attention. Okay. How long until we can retreat? Let's see. 11 days. Oh my god. So we have to bring them back. You have to go back. And then we're gonna send these to Rama. And we're going to... What? It destroyed... Wiped them that thoroughly? I can't believe that. We might be fucked. There is no end to the opinions and wants of my son and heir Madej. Half the time he is trying to tell me to do instead of the other way around. Good for him. What's his traits? He's only bossy, that's all we know about him. So far. I might be tempted to educate him in martial also. But I'm also tempted to educate him as a great eminence, although I don't think our ruler will be around for the 14 years that it takes him to reach adulthood. It's kind of pushing it. They're making a beeline for our capital. So I really want to meet up and make sure that we can totally destroy them. Because we're in a lot of fucking danger here. Alright, I think that this guy, Courtier, he's actually the best, the most suited for this situation. They keep wasting their money. Do they even have to pay to do that? Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. You will probably lose. Great. Okay, this is the battle that will decide the war. Can we please win this thing? Please, 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 please. I don't really care if our mercenaries are being maimed. They're there to fight and die, right? I don't give a shit about their lives. Like what? Do you expect me to care? I'm paying you to die. What else do you think I'm paying you for? To eat my food, to drink my wine, to fuck my bitches? I don't think so. I don't think so. We're gonna follow these guys as they retreat and really try to seize on this. Because they totally took surprise by that amphibious landing where they wrecked our mercenaries. If necessary, I can do the same thing to them right now. I have the gold to make them embark. And they embark, in case you haven't played this game, they embark Civ style. Like, you pay money to have your troops turn into boats. Very impressive, right? Very realistic. Totally not such a thing as a non-merchant navy, right? An actual military navy, right? Nope, I guess galleys and other types of ships are out of the question for CK3. I don't understand exactly why naval warfare is so anathema to the developers, but that's the way it seems to be. So like I said, I really want to seize on this initiative that we were given, because if they're given a chance to regroup, we're going to be pretty royally fucked. Even more so than we were when they killed 95% of our mercenaries. To the affable King Casimir, my name is Berta, and I am a trained physician specializing in the issues of fertility. Perhaps my discreet counsel will benefit, my lord. I would be honored to serve for a nominal fee. Signed, Berta. Bitch, I don't need your Viagra. Come on. Come on, I'm 60 years old. I don't want any more children, right? I don't want any more children. What I want is more castles, okay? Do you have Viagra for land? Do you have Viagra for fucking castles, bitch? See, I don't think so. I really don't. Okay, I can't believe we caught up to them, but we did. Yeah. He's related to us. Who? Well, let me click on his name. So our relative just died. Great. Do we have enough knights? Because that's very important. I believe they're worth about 20 levies individually, so one of them is worth 20 soldiers. Now, and I'm not sure this is historically accurate, but did armies really only have like 8 to 20 knights in them? I was under the impression that it would be more like 100 to 200 or something, and that they would form their own like corps of troops. But instead we have 8 of them. That stood out to me when I was reading some of the dev diaries, skimming them. As I struggle to make out the tiny letters on the scroll before me, I feel a headache building once again. Why do scribes insist on writing in such small symbols? I squint and try again. Nothing short of a miracle. With the aid of a stone of glass, even old men struggling with bad eyesight could read with ease. Jetej, I require your assistance. Jetej, I need one of your stones. Sell everything which is impossible to read. We're gonna do that because it makes us lose stress. And also get money. Yeah. I'd be curious what the medieval Amazon was. Notice here that actually I don't need to why do they insist on doing this? How much money do you have? It costs like how? I just don't understand. Okay, is he leading his army personally? Who is the primary leader? Some bisexual drunk dude. Okay. He's old as fuck as well. I really don't want these guys to regain their strength, because if they do, like I said, we might not have a way to fight back. Come on, come on. Why were they just sitting there? Our knight. I've had very, very, very different experiences with knights. Sometimes they always wound enemies, sometimes my knights always get killed. I guess prowess is really important with knights, although I'm not entirely sure what traits and factors affect it yet. I've been hosting your chancellor. Okay, I don't really know how much I should care about mayors yet. I'm gonna waste the $35 and land in Marisa because that's gonna take months otherwise. Maybe it would take the same amount of time and it's just me imagining it. I don't know. Okay. That's what we should have done. Is land there, but whatever. I'm not gonna worry about whatever they're doing, and yes, I am. I'm gonna kill them. I'm not chasing you. I'm not. Okay, I guess I am chasing them. Okay, I guess this mayor, which I said I wouldn't care about, is now going to be our chancellor. Great! Archbishop Jitej, what is it now? You often quote passages from the scriptures. Is he a cardinal? I guess. About the holy virtues. I should prove I paid attention by quoting a passage of my own, preferably which complements his personality. I don't understand the point of this because you can just pull up the trait list and look. He's forgiving, so forgiveness. He's flattered. Great. Okay, now I'm actually not going to care about which... Oh. Oh. Okay. Great? Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Great. To the abhorrent King Krasimir. May wisdom ever elude you. You are a much greater foe than I imagined. In order to put an end to this bloodshed, I will comply with your demands. Signed, Duke Mihajlo Vojislavic of Duklja. And disband, and this is now our new possession. And eventually, let's see, increase control. Eventually, this will be our capital, and it has a special building, right? You do not have any... Okay. Fell pastures, what? Oh, is that hill farm? Duchy of Dubrovnik not held by you. Well, it will be in a second, bitch. Treating my bitch like an ATM card. Let's go. Okay. Treating the Holy Father like an ATM card. And we're now Duke of Dubrovnik. Excelente. And I can eventually build all these wonderful, wonderful buildings. Kind of pointless though, because our duchy is only one size. Maybe I won't make it my capital. I'm thinking that I should actually... Where is the duchy capital? Here. No, that's not duchy. Is it... Come on. Come on. We go to Rome. It only includes... Huh. Maybe I should try to check Duklja over here. Control this duchy and abandon my roots over here. That's a thought. That's a thought. Because eventually when I'm an emperor of something, probably not the Byzantine Empire, but something, we're gonna have to start giving away kingdoms. So I'm gonna have to choose which kingdom I want to hold on to. And it's either gonna be Croatia or Serbia. It actually will be Croatia because no matter what, right, there's a... Even if I do possess Dubrovnik and the Dalmatian coast, that still falls within the Kingdom of Croatia. So I guess I've been going about this all wrong. So I'm dumb. What else is new? And before I annoy you guys anymore with my idiocy, I think I'm gonna end this here for now. I really hope to talk to you guys again soon. Make another video for you, hopefully tomorrow. So, I hope you enjoyed watching, and I'll see you then.